Today on Lazer Update, we meet OCC Professor Jim Lurch.
Then we have Eclipse Trivia on OCC campus. Coming up next.
Hello, and welcome to Lazer Update for Tuesday, April 16th. My name is Mohammed Abdul Qadir.
And my name is Alex Pierce.
The semester is almost over. Make sure you're keeping up to date with all your assignments and make sure you prepare for your finals.
I agree, Mohammed. The end of the semester is always the most busy. Also, if you are a first-year student or you need to take extra classes, make sure you register for classes. Seats get taken up quick, so do not wait.
We begin today with an event that happened on OCC campus. The event was the Eclipse Trivia. Joseph Mazie has the story. This interesting event hosted on campus.
On April 8th, 2024, we'll be able to see a total solar eclipse, our first since 2017 and the last until 2044. Here at Onondaga Community College, we have solar eclipse themed festivities all throughout the day. But at 11:30 in Gordon Student Center, students will gather for a solar eclipse themed trivia event.
Hello, my name is Anthony Mancini and I am the president of the SGA.
Hello, my name is Abby Marin. I'm chair of communication and media in SGA.
So the event we are hosting today is a little solar eclipse trivia, just to see what the students here on campus know about the eclipse and to teach them a little bit. The winner of the raffle we're doing here on site is going to get 3 nice little stickers, a DoorDash gift card, and a nice mug.
Yeah, all they have to do is come here and spin the wheel. They get a number, and then we give them the question that has that number, and if they get it right, they get an extra raffle ticket.
A simple little game of trivia was the perfect bit of added excitement to an already exciting day.
Wow, the eclipse was a really fun event. I hope everyone witnessed. I'm also glad people on campus came together for these type of events. If you want to attend these events or have ideas for events, you can contact Sean Eady at seaneedy@sunyocc.edu.
With the Super Bowl happening not too long ago and people all around the world thinking the NFL and other sports are scripted, let's see what people around OCC's campus have to say about this. BMC student Stefan Adams has the report.
With the Super Bowl just passing by, people think the Super Bowl is rigged. Today, we're on OCC campus. Let's see what the students here think about it. If they think the Super Bowl is rigged, or if it's not. Or they think the NFL is rigged, or it's not.
The NFL's rigged in some way because there's always some dirty trick in the book.
The Chiefs have won a little bit too often, and they beat the Ravens.
Isn't made the same. There's bigger markets for like the Super Bowl. For like a Super Bowl as an example, you have different storylines going on with like.
The NFL is rigged because it's kind of like WWE, where it's like, it's kind of like pseudo sports or those kind of things.
All the people happening, Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce, like them having a podcast, something like that. It's just like really adding to like. We need to put these people more on the map so we get more money to ourselves. Like,
we found out on Pulse of the Campus what the students think about the NFL being rigged. I'm Stefan Adams, and I'm signing out.
The NFL has been getting a lot of backlash from people saying games are being thrown on purpose for certain teams to succeed. Me personally, I feel like it's not. It is a competitive. It's not. I feel like it is a competitive sport, and the best team wins.
After the break, communication studies student Lisa Mendez tells her story about OCC.
And later we talk about one of Sports Talks Radio's best, Jim Lurch. But stay with us, we are going to tell you guys the campus calendar.
Tomorrow, April 17th, Council of Clubs will have their bi-weekly meeting to discuss what is going on around campus and future events. Make sure you stop by in Whitney's Lecture Hall from 301 to 12, Stop by in Whitney's Lecture Hall, room 301, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m.
I chose OCC because I needed more experience with college and wanted to meet new people. OCC means making connections, meeting new people, a community, Students can find clubs, sport events, tutoring. Come to OCC.
My name is Yan Do. This is my second year at OCC, and I major in business administration. What I like most about OCC is the lounge that's open to the students. It's a good way to interact with other people, and overall, it's just a good environment to be in. The benefits of attending OCC are the resources they have on campus. For example, the Learning Center, study rooms in the library, and activities that they host on campus. There is kind of a big shift going from high school to OCC, but you have a lot of professors and resources on campus to help deal with that.
My name is Kelly Unz. I am the Assistant Director within the School of Arts, Communication, Business, and Entrepreneurship here at Onondaga Community College. It's my job as their advisor and student navigator to help get them the steps that they need to take in order to achieve those goals. I think the bigger question is why not come to OCC? It's, again, right in the middle of Onondaga County. You can get a bunch of college experience and just life experience living in Syracuse.
April 18th, Cares for COVID will be hosting an event in the Gordon Center in Space 5. This event will run from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure you stop by, and also, don't forget, the date is April 18th.
Welcome back. In case you forgot, my name is Mohammed.
And my name is Alex, and thanks for coming back and joining us. It is tough for a lot of first-year students. Transitioning from high school to college is a big jump and can change people's lives. Communications studies student Lisa Mendez tells her story about her first-year experience at OCC.
Communications studies student Lisa Mendez tells her story about OCC and how she finds ways to get the job done.
As it's my first year at OCC, I like that it's very inclusive here. There's a lot of activities here you can do that they offer. I like that Gordon has a lot of options food-wise. There's a lot of help that you can get here, like the help center. You can get help at the library. It's a really nice place here. Considering I don't have any classes with my friends, meet up with them and we'll go to Gordon together, we'll go to the library together, study, just so we're still spending time together and still involved with school. As it's my first year here, both of my semesters were pretty good. There was some downs, but my professors were there to help. There were ways that I could reach out and get help from different places. So I enjoy it here and I do plan on coming back.
As Lisa plans to be on OCC campus in the fall, she plans to make a career out of OCC interacting with her peers and professors to build a stronger relationship with the campus.
I'm glad to see first-year students finding ways to get the job done. College is not a joke, and finding ways to get the job done early will always help you out in the future. It will also keep you on track.
Now transitioning from students to someone who is professor here at OCC and also does sports talk radio, we have Jim Lurch tell us about his story and how his passions drive him to succeed.
With nearly 3 decades in radio and TV, Professor Jim Lurch has always had teaching in his blood and has brought the live on-air experience into the classroom.
Well, teaching has always, I think, been in my blood. Whether I worked in television, radio, even back in the days of college, where I love to show people stuff. I love to demonstrate. Whether I worked in television, radio, even back in the days of college, where I love to show people stuff. I love to demonstrate. When I want something demonstrated to me, I want to know that I get it when it's over. And then I get this career in both television and eventually radio, and I know how hard it is. The path is difficult to get into TV, particularly in sports, to get into radio, particularly in sports. So after having a fairly successful career in both sports television and sports radio, I just wanted to give back. I mean, having a career in both television and radio, you certainly bring skills into the classroom. For radio, it's been a lot more about learning how to pivot and switch. And for television, the skill that I think I bring the most is just that ability to look at video and look at writing and be able to pull those two things together. Life is the school of hard knocks. There are no easy paths, especially to careers that are in demand. So I think if there's a lesson I want my students to know, it's that you're not just going to get there, just by showing up. You're going to get there by working hard.
Jim Lurch hopes the lessons he's brought into the classroom help shape and impact his students' lives and careers going forward.
That's such a great story to tell. If you have passions, you should go for it. No matter what it is, strive to do your best on whatever it is. Just make sure you do not let anyone knock you off track from what you want to do. When we come back from break, we will take a look at Nike's evolutionary history on how they started and how much they grew into who they are today. But
Before we go to break, have you heard or seen the trailer of the new up-and-coming release of the movie Abigail? Abigail is a horror movie which has a group of criminals kidnap a 12-year-old daughter from a very strong and powerful underworld figure. Their plans start to unravel when they find out that the 12-year-old is a bloodthirsty vampire. This movie will be in theaters this Thursday, April 18th. Make sure you check it out.
PTK stands for Phi Theta Kappa. It is an honors college-based honor society. Our chapter is one of the most awarded chapters in the whole country. For benefits, we have the transfer scholarships that are available. There's this suite. We have Jackie and Annie who are available to help with transfer, scholarship, and a number of other resources. Being a member of PTK has improved my OCC experience as it's helped me get involved more, and big thing, it's a huge resume builder.
OCC is very affordable, especially for students that maybe aren't necessarily sure what they want to do for the rest of their lives. Take some classes here and there and not break the bank. Specifically in the School of Arts, Communication, Business, and Entrepreneurship, I think the students are really fortunate because the class sizes are small enough that the faculty really get to know the students one-on-one. They get to know their strengths, their areas of improvement, their goals, whether it be transfer, career. When you come here and you're sitting in a classroom, you're not just a number.
My classes are pretty enriching, I think. My professors are really knowledgeable about the things that they teach. Like my Shakespeare professor, you can tell that guy's a Shakespeare professor. Like, you know, he's got it going on. The OCC community is really pretty tight-knit, I think. Everybody here is different and they have their own reasons for going here. So there's a lot of unique people here. I think they kind of limit you your first year. Like you're more like in a track, and then your second year it's kind of more like, oh, what am I interested in? What can I do?
If you like scary games, you will love this right here. Outlast Trials is a multiplayer horror game you can play with your friends. If you ever played the previous Outlast games, you should know how scary it can really get. But now you can have 3 of your friends to join and play with you. Make sure you check it out. Welcome back to Lazer Update. I hope you guys are enjoying the show as much as we are. Let's dive back into it.
As the show is coming to an end, we have our final segment called Did You Know? For this segment, we will be talking about the history of Nike. BMC student Stefan Adams tells us about the history of Nike.
Former Oregon and Stanford track and field team runner Phil Knight met Bill Bowerman, which had an interest in running shoes, constantly changing and tinkering with different models from a local cobbler. Now I know you're probably like, who are these two men? Well, these two men are the founders of the well-known company known as Nike. Before known as Nike, it was just Bowerman tinkering with Knight's shoes, seeing how he liked them. Knight loved the shoes. The shoes were so good, Knight's former teammate Otis Davis used them to win the 400-meter dash in the 1960s Olympics. Both of these two men made a deal with a Japanese brand, Tiger Shoe Company. This collaboration unfortunately did not end up working, so Bowerman and Knight made their own company, which was called Blue Ribbon Sports, in Eugene, Oregon, on January 25th, 1964. Michael Jordan is one of the most famous sports athletes of all time. Jordan made a deal with Nike and now has one of the most popular shoe brands to date. These shoes in this commercial, which was made in 1985, was Jordan's first brand shoe, the Air Jordan 1. Jordan was only 21 years old when he signed to Nike in 1984. Jordan has a variety of shoes released now, and they are Nike's most famous shoes to sell. These shoes are what gave Nike the boost of popularity which made them who they are today. Now, Jordan was not the first sports athlete to sign to Nike. This first sports athlete was Romanian tennis player Ilie Natase. He was the first professional endorser for Nike. Nike's name inspiration comes from the Greek goddess of victory. One of Nike's first workers, Jeff Johnson, said the name came to him in a dream the night before. Now, I know everyone has seen this logo right here. This swoosh logo was created by Portland State University student Carolyn Davis in 1971. This commercial which was released in 1988, and today is one of the most known phrases today, just do it. Dan Whiting came up with this phrase, which was inspired by a death row inmate. The inmate is Gary Gilmore, said, "You know, let's do it," before facing the firing squad. Just do it is known as a motivation phrase, which is used by a lot of people today. Dan Whiting, with a lot of different phrases, also he was known for it. Now Nike has a bunch of people sponsored, from sports athletes to famous celebrities. Two of the most famous sports athletes sponsored right now are Cristiano Ronaldo and LeBron James. These two men are the most famous sports athletes right now. LeBron, who has his Nike basketball shoes, and Cristiano Ronaldo, who has his soccer cleats. Nike has a long history of athletes, but these two men right here are the stars of it. Well, now you know the history of Nike, who was formerly known as Blue Ribbon Sports.
Wow, I did not know that much about Nike.
Neither did I. That's very interesting to learn about. Thank you, Stefan.
Yes, I agree. That makes me wonder about all the other big companies such as Adidas or New Balance.
Well, we enjoyed making this show. We hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks for joining us for Lazer Update. 2 new episodes of Lazer Update come out every Tuesday and Thursday for the rest of the semester. So be sure to stay tuned to see what else has been happening around campus.
We hope you enjoyed the stories brought to you by BMC program students. I'm Alex Pierce.
And I'm Mohammed Abdul Qadir. Thanks for watching.